Alright guys, I'm back here again with another reaction. More Dems freaking out. A bunch of bullshit. So, this is one about Trump saying that he wasn't joking about possibly running for a third term. So, I'm just going to show you some videos, and then we'll kind of look at everything and go through it. Alright, here we go.
All right, it was another constitutionally questionable week for President Donald Trump. From not ruling out using military force to annex Greenland to saying that he's seriously considering running for a third term. Well, in a new interview over the weekend, Trump said that there are methods for serving a third term and that he was not joking. Now, this all comes as Iran has rejected negotiations with the United States over their nuclear program. Christian Benavides has that story from Miami.
In a rebuke to a recent letter from President Trump, Iran's president has refused direct nuclear talks with the U.S. During his first term, Trump unilaterally pulled the U.S. out of Iran's 2018 nuclear deal that President Obama and other Western leaders helped put together. As President Trump wades into foreign policy around the world, there's more reaction to Vice President J.D. Vance's visit Friday to a U.S. military base in remote Greenland.
I thought they were going to talk about
matters for the security of the United States.
I thought they were going to talk about him
Top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence
running for a third term.
criticized President Trump for not ruling out using force.
Some local news bullshit.
Territory of NATO ally Denmark.
Legitimate interest in stronger ties with Greenland? Absolutely. The idea that we are going to threaten a military invasion against a population that, at least everything I've read, overwhelmingly.
I'm going to talk about this too. Or maybe Caleb will in another video about Greenland.
And now a new CBS poll finds Americans evenly split on whether they approve or disapprove.
Never trust the polls.
President Trump is doing so far in his second term. A majority said they approve of his immigration policies, while most surveyed said Trump has focused too much on tariffs, but not enough on lowering prices. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
They didn't even say anything about him, so that was stupid. Or they didn't say anything about him wanting to run for a third term. I should have watched these videos, but I just typed in real quick to see, like, get from different sources, you know? I say too much. Trying to work on that too. Alright, here's CNN, so I'm sure they got something to say about it.
I'm not joking. President Donald Trump on the record saying he's not ruling out another run for the White House, telling NBC News, quote, there are methods by which he could do it. Now, the president is limited to 2 terms by the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, but that has not stopped President Trump from flirting with this idea before.
It will be the greatest honor of my life to serve not once, but twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. Headlines from the fake news. Now it will be to serve twice. Should I run again? You tell me. There's your controversy right there. There's your controversy.
It's crazy to see him laugh because you don't usually see stuff like that. At least I don't. I don't watch Trump all the fucking time.
Betsy, he said he's not joking when asked about this. Then also said that it's too early to be talking about it. What more is he saying?
Yeah, Jessica, you're absolutely right that this is not the first time this has come up, albeit a little tongue-in-cheek as you just laid out. But President Trump openly talking about the prospect of seeking a third.
I mean, she just said it right there. Tongue-in-cheek. You know, he's clearly fucking around.
Term in office, and he says this is not a joke. I want to read to you part of the transcript from the telephone interview he had with NBC News' Kristen Welker. Welker says, "Sir, I'm hearing you don't sound like you're joking. I've heard you joke about this a number of times," to which the president responds, "No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking." The president goes on to say that there are methods on which he could seek a third term. Welker asked if it's possible that Vice President J.D. Vance gets elected and then passes the baton. The president indicated that that was an option, but he said there are others too. The president, of course, repeatedly said it is, quote, too early to think about it. Now, the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, it bears repeating, Jessica, added back in 1951, 1, and it says no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Now, repealing that amendment would require a 2/3 vote in the House and Senate and ratification in 3/4.
That's not gonna happen. You know that's not gonna fucking happen. Plus, that's stupid. Nobody wants that. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be hardcore Trump people that's gonna really want that, but no, nobody actually wants that.
Of states. So that is extremely unlikely. However, Steve Bannon, who is a top outside ally to President Trump, has mused that the president could be eligible because the amendment doesn't specify consecutive terms. We should also note that President Trump is going to be the oldest president ever in office at the end of his second term, topping Joe Biden's record at 82 years and 7 months old in January of 2029. Asked if he even wanted to serve a third term, the president said he likes working. Jessica.
Joining me to discuss these
I mean,
comments,
I think
CNN
Trump could
contributor,
actually
former White
do
House
it.
counsel for
All right, I don't want to hear from this old fuck, this old oak tree looking motherfucker. All right, here's I did watch this one a little, so I wanted to get to the part where he actually is asked the question by who I think that CNN was just talking about. I think. I don't know.
More generous to them in terms of heart, but it'd be much more generous.
They asked him a bunch of tariff questions like earlier.
You said you were not joking about a third term, about possibly wanting a third term. Does that mean you're not planning to leave office on January 20th?
I'm not looking at that, but I'll tell you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term, which is in a way a fourth term because the other election, the 2020 election was totally rigged. So it's actually sort of a fourth term in a certain way. I just don't want the credit for the second because Biden was so bad. He did such a bad job. And I think that's
This
one
is
of the
true.
reasons that I'm popular, if you want to know the
Facts.
truth. I think I'm popular because we've done a great job. I think we've had the best almost 100 days of any president. And most people are saying that. And it's an honor.
Bro's ego is out of control.
We're respected as a country again. And we're strongly respected.
I think in a good way, though. You have to be kind of a narcissist to do this job.
And they said that they've never seen a turnaround of a country as fast as this. Even look at our border. We have nobody coming in. And you can come into our country, but you have to come in legally. But we have nobody coming in to our country. It's almost shut down. They've never seen anything like this.
At an appropriate precedent limits a president to 2 terms. Is it your understanding that they have to
I don't
be?
even want to talk about it. I'm just telling you, I have had more people say, please run again. They said, we have a long way to go before we even think about that. But I've had a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead. Did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, do you think that's an appropriate precedent to set, even if it wasn't you in this position, to see a president serve a third term?
I don't want to talk about a third term now because no matter how you look at it, we got a long time to go. We have a long time. You know, we have almost 4 years to go. And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again. They love the job we're doing. Most importantly, they love the job we're doing.
So you said you were on 7-2. Would you say you're related?
All right. So, obviously, that's concerning. That the fact that he didn't really be like, nah, I was just fucking around. But, however, I think this is just Trump, just trolling, just talking shit. It's what he does. Like, that's his whole thing. That's how he gets people riled up, makes the headlines all the time. People are constantly talking about him, no matter what. Like, I mean, there could be good things or whatever, and they're just always gonna, like, find something bad, some kind of controversy. Yeah, he didn't say outright, like, nah, I was fucking around, but I'm pretty sure he's fucking around. And even in this video, he says, watch this. I'll go back to this first part right here.
It will be the greatest honor of my life to serve not once, but twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. Headlines.
See that right there?
Headlines from the fake news.
Yep. Even CNN, it's funny that CNN would even post that because it's like this dude is just a master of I guess, controversy, but also like how to stay relevant and just constantly be on your fucking mind rent free. So I mean, really, he's just bullshitting, dude. He's got to be, because there's no way that most normal people in this country don't want that. Yeah, you got your crazy like Trumpers, you know, like the crazy like fan. I like Trump. I fuck with Trump. Caleb fucks with Trump. We like him a lot, but you know, there's people that would be like, yeah, absolutely, keep running for president until you die. You know, it's just like there are crazy people out there that want that shit. And here is the amendment that they were talking about. No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice, and no person who has held the office of president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president. Sorry, I can't read. I'm retarded. To which some other person was elected president shall be elected to the office of the president more than once. So, I mean, it's right here. He can't do it. And then, for such an occasion, we have the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, another ironic thing that the Democrats just absolutely cannot fucking escape their irony, dude. It's just, they cannot escape it because they're I don't know what's going. I don't understand the thinking, but they want to ban guns and limit access to AR-15s. I mean, I'm sure if they had their way, they would just outright ban firearms, so no civilians could own them, and only the police and government can. But yet they keep telling us he's a Nazi and this and that, but they want to take away the Second Amendment? What the fuck? That's crazy. Like, just have zero fighting chance, but only have the guy that's in power have weapons made available to him and, like, his military and all that? Like, what are you talking about? Democrats, dude, they just don't get it. They just don't understand. I mean, Republicans aren't far behind them, but at least they're a little bit better than, except people like Mitch McConnell. But at least they're a little bit better than the Democrats. The Diddycrats, as Greg Foreman called them. So, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I got. This is, hopefully it wasn't too long. But, yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And we'll be back with a podcast every Sunday. Hopefully you guys are tuning into that. It's also available on Spotify. And don't forget to check out Caleb's gaming channel, Siphon My GooTube. It's a pretty good one. And he's on Twitch too. So he does these, he does like horror games and stuff like that every Monday. So yeah, go ahead and go check those out. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, or X as it is now. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Peace.